everybody, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, new natural in the world. And as per usual with these particular streams, I'm joined by the roommate Ronan.
Hello.
And we're going to continue where we last left off with episode 2, Turnabout Airlines. Cause, yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta minimize that. I forgot to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around there-ish. Because new game, different layout.
The murder that occurred in my office. Oh, it's running through quickly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna run through quickly. We're just gonna read it out. The return of the great thief Yatagaratsu.
Yatagarasu.
Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. Two days earlier.
Well, shit.
Oh no, there's blood!
There's blood!
Oh, maybe not blood. Looks like wine.
Tomato sauce again.
I think it's wine.
Go you!
Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air. And I couldn't read the rest. Thank you for flying Go You Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence.
You don't see.
We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Someone got whacked.
I've got the theme song for, I think it's Virgin America Airlines stuck in my head.
What?
It's a song they sing, or they play every time. It's a little video, an instructional video on how to, like, set yourself up safely. Yeah. Got it stuck in my head, the little jingle.
Okay. Alright. March 12th, 6:13 a.m., flight G390, first floor lounge.
Could you imagine being on a plane this fancy?
Right.
I want to design a disgustingly posh room when I build my own house. Because I need a Studio Ghibli themed room. I need a Druid themed room. But I also need something obnoxiously fancy.
Just because.
Yes, I need a bard room. That's what I need. I need one for each type of class.
That you've played.
And then just cartoon, because Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Fuck me.
See me! Yes, we're switching up streaming schedules. At least for today. for today's, for the Thursday ones.
Yeah, essentially, we're going to figure out if my medication will allow me to fucking read earlier in the day instead of when it wears off in the evening. If not, then I'll just have to wait for the increase in medication.
Yeah.
Also, we got a Planet Fitness membership, so we're going to beat the shit out of ourselves later.
Yeah. Well, if you always stream this early, it'll only be 9 my time. Nice!
Enjoy your last days in independent country!
Joke. Yeah.
I'm trying, honestly, I feel like...
For a Star Trek, you're British.
Well, it's Miles Edgeworth,
It's Miles Edgeworth.
Of course I am. But, honestly, I feel like most of that's a distraction. I feel like he's just trying to distract from the fact that he's not going to deliver on any of his campaign promises.
Yeah.
What was that meme? Instead of the Gulf of America, how about we call it the Gulf of Cheaper Eggs? I was like, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? Maybe that'll happen. We'll just open up our eyes and Trump will have never existed.
God.
6:13, huh. I guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed.
Gulf of America is madness, bro. Yeah, fucking.
Yes, I've been keeping up. It's a lot.
Insanity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing... Why?
Because fuck you.
For your safety, we ask you to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Bleh.
I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. Well, shit. That's splat! What's this? A travel wallet. But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? My head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later. Or hand it off to an attendant. Yeah, sure.
He needs to kind of go back in his seat.
What? From the earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator? Was he not... Did he not think he was near that? What? Oh, right.
He has...
I forgot. I feel you, Edgeworth.
Remember the first game? We found out that he has a wee bit of a PTSD.
A wee bit?
Just a wee bit.
Ow, I fucking hit my knuckle.
I will economically pressure... Yeah.
It's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah.
We're not particularly happy with what's her name? Danielle Smith at the moment.
Fucking Alberta Premier. Anyways.
Regardless, hopefully we will maintain happy allyship because we're not against you. We just like our sovereignty.
Well, Sime is not American.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I genuinely forgot.
Not even American. What?
I forgot. I thought you were one of the American viewers.
I ain't American, dude. Yeah, aren't you like Dutch? Like you're from around, or I think it's Dutch, right? I'm having like a brain fart. I know you're European either way. It's like,
Were they the one that showed up during the Yakuza thing and I had to apologize for this very accent?
That's scandalous accusation. I forgot where you're from. I'm sorry. I know you're European. I'm better than Dutch.
Okay. What are you? Where are you from?
Again, I forgot. Belgium. Right.
Belgium. Yeah, they told us that when we were playing Yakuza 3, I believe.
Yeah.
But there was it was Yakuza Kiwami 2. I think it was you. I was doing this accent, and you told us you were from Europe, and I had to apologize because even though you weren't from England, I was like, fuck, this person's near that location, and now I look like a fool.
It's alright. Alright. Carrying on. Oh, I fucking... Oh,
Carrying on, cramp.
What, les crampes hosties, ça fait pas du bien.
What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still young, when I was still but a young child. I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator.
Like, earlier in the day might do you better, but also upping your meds eventually will do you way better.
Well, when I started them, everything was fine, but we expected them to plateau, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? Well, that depends on when you decide to go to therapy. It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one.
Oh.
Shutting it away like that isn't going to do you much good. Well, shit. What the... The face of, I guess, shock? What in the world happened?
That's something to fucking get the PTSD going again.
Mm-hmm.
What a circus. I'm happy I'm in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What voice am I giving off?
I don't know.
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat. Eek! He's dead!
Yes, he is. Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. I'm quite sure he's dead.
What's wrong? Did something happen?
No.
You murderer!
fuck's sake. No! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me.
Ripperoni.
Well, shit.
Alright.
That guy looks like he's trying to take a shit. Black suit.
You guys should play Among Us once and talk and chat like in this game.
I would love that. See, I want to start my own streaming, and I just want to do ridiculous voices for funsies.
Yeah.
Because I love the idea of just going... What I really want to do, when I'm able, is to get into Red Dead Redemption VR, because I want to run around doing all the ridiculous accents, and just having people go,
VR?
What the fuck is this?
There's no VR.
Not VR, what is it? It's multiplayer.
Oh, multiplayer, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go in, because you can sit around the fucking campfire just talking to each other, but I want to make it sound like someone...
Literally playing Red Dead 2 right now.
Hey! I can't play it because I don't have console, I can't afford it, and I have a computer that can't run it, so I'm literally paying to improve my PC so I can play. Because I'm so sad, I want it so badly. That's my dream life!
Slowly but surely getting me the parts.
My dream life is just riding around on horses, like, just finding things and taking care of myself, and... Bah.
Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I'm one of your flight attendants. Rhoda...
You are not the flight attendant.
You're not the flight attendant!
You do not... You do not... Sir, the announcement's here, sir.
He had many complaints.
Mm-hmm. He says, I will not sit.
Oh my god. Rhoda Tenero. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight.
He's dead as fuck.
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse of it. And it was murder. Oh. Sin. God damn it. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Well, I kept showing that and that,
yeah.
So I'm like, he's gonna be posh. Mr. Alcoholic Posh Man. Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We're still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we're out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But... Oh wait, it's probably that dude. But a killer's... But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off.
You want us to just throw you out the fucking door? Also, Edgeworth!
Yeah, he got tied up.
My god.
Because he's the prime suspect right now. Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. No, you haven't.
Bitch. I ask that everyone please remain calm.
What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm?
You're thousands of feet in the air, how about that? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you I'm not the killer.
Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy.
True. Now you listen here. I'm not the killer. I've simply found the body. Regardless, if you think I am the killer, I'm currently tied up.
Edgeworth is genuinely annoying every time. He's probably the... I think they're... You know what else is annoying? What's that? The bane of your existence there, see me. So you say, however, I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
What does that have to do? What does your career have to do with that? Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck incriminating evidence?
What kind of incriminating evidence... Yes, I said that correctly. Incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by power vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
your situation. I'm more concerned with, I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm not just about to sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Well, sitting there will not do anything wrong. It just, you sit and wait. The flight lands and, yeah. Tornado?
Tornado, I think, yeah.
E-I, so... Miss Tornado, is it?
I just realized her fucking bun. What the geometrical shape bullshit is this?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance? To do what? Jail for talking too much, 12 days. 120 euro fine for emotional damage.
Yeah. Chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give proper defense. Can professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? I don't think flight attendants care much for that. It's not in their job description to be honorable. It's not part of it.
Oh my god, I have to take my guitar to school again tomorrow. It's such a burden. Wait, now I'm the one yapping. Eh, whoops. You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I guess I have to jump, don't? Jump in your bed? I'm afraid you only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Well then. Of course, as you wish.
Jump in your bed.
I was knocked the fuck out. What do you want?
Good. Very well then, let's get started.
I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. I don't know... what I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't... Right. I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred.
What Miss Tenero saw. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you're the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you standing there with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. Ronan, can you say in a British thug accent, "Oi bruv, let me see that guitar or I might just shank you fella. Just reckon bruv."
So, it depends on where you're... So
it would be
do you want chav? Do you want chav, or are you looking more like... Because there are a couple different ones to go with. You're talking more West London.
Fucking Birmingham chav shit.
Fucking
chav.
Oi bruv, let me see the guitar. See that guitar, or I might just shank you fella. Just reckon, bruv. Love that. Watch me now not be able to get out of that for fucking Edgeworth. Be going around asking for a fucking euro for the bus.
God damn it.
Just wait, bruv, you find out. Crack your ma over the head, will I?
And now London.
Oh god. London chav. How the fuck does a London chav sound?
I don't know. Can't help you.
Ah, fuck.
Like London chav or just regular, like, British accent? Or, like, as stereotypical British accent, I should say.
Well, because the way, for example, the way Grog talks in Critical Role, he has a very, very... he fits some of that.
I don't know, as funny as possible. So funny British.
Well, like, if I go with Grog, then all the TH turns to nothing, pretty much. But if I go, it just disappears. But if I go with more Northern, and it's going to be a bit different, but I love doing Grog's voice because he's kind of ridiculous and
Then
fun.
do Grog's voice.
That's what I'm doing.
Read that.
You want me to read? Oh, God. Right, if I'm Grog, how the fuck would he say that? Oi, bruv, let me see the guitar. I might just... shank. I might just shank you, fella. But just reckon, bruv. I don't think he'd say bruv. He's a bit more... He's got more of a drawl to him.
Anyways, let's carry on.
That's it. That's our evidence.
God damn it. I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony.
Uh-huh.
That was a failed witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it.
I'll give you time to play, then I have a new question.
Alright.
Jeez. We already know what the issue is.
I miss the game we were playing when I was doing Grog's voice. Whose voice? It was Nine-Eye.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Grog, but not really Grog.
Yeah, I had a OC for one of our campaigns, and I couldn't think of a voice, so I just made him. I gave him Grog's voice.
Objection!
Miss Tornado, why do you always get stuck with the Japanese names? It's so strange with your accent.
What is with the yelling all of a sudden?
I'm annoyed that I can't speak with your name.
No, nothing.
Okay. Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Tornado, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood, is that correct?
Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip.
You sound like Trump.
Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Did you see that?
No?
He was talking about how, even before the fires and whatnot, he was talking about how there was a place in America, in the US, where there was just simply no water. And so if you turned on the tap, you know, it goes drip, drip, drip. I was like, what in God's name are you on about? Do you think that there are just people that pay for water and don't get it?
Idiot.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
She looks like Chi-Chi there.
True.
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tornado.
What? Impossible! Yeah, it does look like Chi-Chi.
Now then, do you still think me I almost said think me a killer. Think I am the killer? Why are you so loud? Our neighbours are very nice, but they're very loud. That I killed him with a travel wallet.
Yeah, it's a dishwasher. But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained.
I want to hear you both try Dutch and laugh my ass off. I don't even know what Dutch sounds like, to be fair, so I would not be able to do that.
I have a Danish friend. She asked me to try speaking Dutch once, and I couldn't understand a word of it.
Tell me an English sentence. What?
Why did you get an accent all
I don't know.
What?
What? What?
I'll translate it to Dutch, and you can say it.
I'll let you figure that out.
But if you would be so kind as to... Translate that! But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff.
Keep that on for a couple of seconds more there.
A smell, a sniff. Yeah. This is what my friend sent me.
Als Jezo
None of this actually
Zuzin.
is said the way it looks.
Probably.
No, like, the Danish language, like, nothing is actually spoken the way it looks for our alphabet. Think Norse. When there are so many words that when you put them together make a different sound.
Oh god. It's Danish.
Oh yeah, I think I said with that. I meant to. I confused
They're
the language.
Dutch.
I confused the language and the.
Dutch.
My bad.
Als je zo vriendelijk zou zijn om eens te ruiken. Sure. If I fucked it up, yep, kind of.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. I actually got it ish right.
Yeah, who was I thinking of? It was Yeah, I'm confusing it. That's what I'm confusing it with. I had a Danish friend. I confused Denmark. My bad. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever done.
In our language, you just say all the vowels
Full.
full.
So I'm guessing there's no shortening, like you would say its own name, but we have multiple different ways you can say you. I'm guessing
Yeah.
that's what a full vowel means.
Like G is IE, and IE is E. You kind of cut off the vowels.
Cut off the vowels as soon as you can. Huh. I'll have to learn this.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I would have to listen to see. But yeah. No, don't cut it off. Fully say the vowel. Try.
You kind of cut off the vowels. Oh, or they're saying that you kind of cut off the vowels when that's not what you're supposed to do.
Oh!
I see.
I'm French.
What we do best is make things smaller. I'm a Newfoundlander, that's just...
See, this is hard because I'm French and we fuck.
We stop saying the word halfway through, let alone the vowel.
It's like, that would be... Like, eh. Well, le E peut être un accent aigu ou un L.
You say the full E. So it's the vowels say their own name.
G? I don't know.
G?
We're gonna continue. I'm not gonna fucking try. I'm like, oh god.
I think you'd agree it's only grape juice.
I love how I forgot in this game that instead of it being wine, it's grape juice.
It's like what they did with the other trial when it was tomato juice instead of wine.
Yep. Ah, then...
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. Yes? The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
I don't want to try it again. I refuse.
I refuse!
No!
I'm gonna play some Red Dead. Do the thing! There, that should clear up that pesky accusation.
Hold it. Well, wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. Okay. I demand that you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling. And the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. That sounded like it was from something very different.
Hmm?
We've got the history, pull it up!
What the fuck do you mean?
There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tornado, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
Alright. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
I hate that we haven't even gone to the gym yet, and I'm sweaty because today is ridiculous. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport lying inside. Passport inside! This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Hold it! Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. You're the one accusing people.
What is it now? How could the wallet...
Well, I was wondering whose passport it is exactly.
Good question.
Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Well, shit. Type P.
Blood type. I know it's not a real fucking blood type, but whatever. Unless it's it means something different.
That is strange. This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belongs to Mr. Ackby Hicks. Which makes it the victim's property. Wallet updated. Data updated in my organizer. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
How dare you?
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you.
Yes, it's almost like it was on the scene.
Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit was. You don't have an alibi, you don't have evidence on what the murder weapon is. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with that vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
Why am I not mentioning that I was knocked out?
That's...
This would be a very good time to mention it. So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? As you claimed, the murder weapon is not a travel wallet. Okay, a minute.
Maybe examine the image of him. We could get an idea.
See if that's result in here. Passport's the only thing in there. There's no money.
What? I didn't...
It seems this passport is all that's in here.
Yes.
So there's no money.
I didn't...
She's saying that money is the reason why I stole it.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were speaking in reference to me saying we should take a look at the photo. I was like...
No.
I'm missing something.
It's like, I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
What money?
But there's no money.
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tornado.
What is it now?
Miss Tornado, why do I have to keep saying your name? It's so difficult with the freaking accents. It doesn't make sense in my brain. I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
Simply put, as you saw with your own eyes, the only thing inside Mr. Hicks' wallet was his passport. If I really was after his money, then why would I steal a penniless travel wallet? Gurk indeed.
But that's right. You, Mr. Edgeworth. You didn't know it was empty when you stole it.
You would like to think that, but that's not possible.
What do you mean it's not possible?
There's no way the killer didn't know that the wallet was empty to begin with.
Oh, and what makes you feel sure?
How can I show that the killer knew the wallet to be empty from the get-go?
Oh, look at the crime scene.
Take that!
If you would recall the crime scene. I admit that the wallet was was probably not empty at the time of the murder. That's pretty evident by the bills and cards strewn around the inside of the elevator.
Oh no!
I think you've come to realize the problem with your logic. I would summarize that the victim's wallet fell during their struggle. And that's when its contents emptied onto the floor of the elevator. I doubt the killer would have missed such an occurrence.
Then you're saying...
Yes. According to your supposition... What is that?
Supposition.
Supposition. If I were the killer... brain... I would have been going after a wallet I knew to be empty. And since I clearly was not attempting to gather the scattered money, it renders your argument of theft completely invalid. I shouldn't have done those other accents, it's fucking with me.
Forgive me, please!
Sure.
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant was wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Don't believe everyone. Don't believe everyone's a trick.
In what way?
Edgeworth.
Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tornado,
Yes?
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer. You seem to take quite a bit of offense.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me. Who the fuck is speaking in wingdings?
The guy with the red face?
Okay. Why do I just see myself in 20 years? What is it now? Sure. Miss Tyler, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged.
It sounds like Borginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... Do you want to voice him, or...?
Not really. I have to do Gumshoe when he shows up.
Yeah... I don't even know what the fuck again. I said that he's giving the roundabout. Sure. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well. See? You, the attendant. Yes, sir? I want this person to be under arrest until we arrive at the airport.
You can't blame us for... Of course we didn't think you spoke English when you ran up speaking in wingdings. I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for?
What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you.
I'm not done talking to you. You ran up and made a fuss.
Okay, Karen.
For real, though. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land.
You! How dare you try and waste my time?
You came up to us! Exactly! You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs!
I wanted to spend my evening at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is how you say it in English. What?
You don't have time for me, yet you decided to make time by bitching. Right. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt. But I don't think that's what you mean. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name.
I am Zinc LeBlanc II. LeBlanc. What the fuck? Paul LeBlanc. LeBlanc. Alright. I am a very wealthy man in Virginia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer. A rich seller of beauty.
Okay.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon?
Oh, he's well, there you go.
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout? I have to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say.
What are you going to do on this flight that would make you money in regards to your art? Unless you have clay in front of you or something. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on.
I saw it, yes. I saw the victim go on to the elevator. Going down to the lounge. Cool. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. Yeah? And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says... Oh, at 6 he says... Wait, you saw him at 6?
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:50. Ah! Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes?
This man's going to bite his own bottom lip off.
He's gonna fucking get a fucking aneurysm with how fucking ready he is. Jesus Christ. Yeah! I was in my seat the whole time! Me too. I was watching a movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, grape juice. I was still eating! I still haven't finished, see? Yeah, because you ordered a giant steak. And the other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with that. With them, I suppose.
Are we the only ones on this entire plane?
No complaint. I see. Not a single word against this, right?
I have no way of discounting what you've put forth at this point, but it wasn't me.
Oh, so you say. But do you have what you say, the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Ma'am.
Mr. LeBlanc. Why can't they get the French stuff right in these games?
I don't think he's supposed to be French, but whatever.
LeBlanc.
Shake yeah, LeBlanc, but I don't think the wingdings are meant to be French.
That would be amazing! French is no, shuck is wingdings. I suppose you're quite certain that certain in what you saw, enough to give testimony.
Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little small machine the whole time.
Machine?
Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. What?
From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone. A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget.
I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragrant of beauty. All it produces ugly sound. Anyway, I know what I saw.
Miss Tenairo,
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
I mean, if I'm a suspect, I should figure out how to clear my name. If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit.
I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think this is how you say it in English.
Close enough. It's fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And even, and if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mr. Nairo, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved.
Shut up.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone.
In other words, shut up.
Now, please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. Run! You're not planning to erase evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes?
Of course not.
Ha! We will see. He's petting the statue like it's a dog.
Not even that. He's doing it in reverse.
I know, it's so weird. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable!
I am in your debt, Mr. Nairo.
However, there's one condition. I'm to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case.
Darn! I
Problem?
take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to talk to me.
Please feel free to press X.
I'm just gonna modify to say talk to me.
It's time to head to the crime scene. The first floor lounge. So there are different floors, which means there are probably more people, instead of just us screaming at each other.
March 12th, 7:26 a.m., flight G390. 390, first floor lounge. Alrighty.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenairo.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything's clear, I still don't trust you.
That's fine.
Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I'll bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
This reminds me of the movie I just watched. If you don't make enough progress, you're fucked. So my time runs out, and at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's... I want to say LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up.
You know what? I'm gonna call him LeBlanc. Fuck that noise.
Why not? I understand.
He's pretty blank.
Is he? By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for the business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff key. And we found no record of a key being used at all.
Okay. Which means I have to find a first-class killer... Ew. I found a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure.
Alright.
And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. I thought that said earlier.
Investigation begin.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
If you're to believe what you see is true, then yes.
I'm still fucked up from doing those accents. Grog keeps occasionally coming in. I'm like, not now!
Not now, bitch.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Water, don't hit anything.
Alright, let's start with the crime scene.
Did you say the cramp scene?
Crime scene.
Crime. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold.
Where people can hide.
However, that requires a flight crew key.
So the only floors accessible to the passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Okay. Well, right off the hop, there's something in his pocket.
There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. Looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Museum. I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. Yeah?
Nope. So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
You thought we were just leaving a body, or
Like a dude unconscious?
like we wouldn't just leave him here. There would already, it wouldn't be a crime scene there. Like it wouldn't be this situation. Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right here, right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, please answer yes. No, I read this right.
Yes, you
what?
did. You did. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Blunt force, like the giant statue next to him, maybe? Even his glasses are broken.
Okay. Oh, yeah, looks like there's blood.
What is this? Sinister-looking figure on the floor here. Is that a tanuki?
Looks like it. Oh, and that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell in our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one.
Hold on. Ugo. Go away, Duo. Ugo. Japanese meaning. After rain. It means after. It can mean after rain.
That's just the name of the thing.
Yeah, I wanted to know if there was any significance to it. Duolingo is judging me for not having practiced yet today. I'm going to the gym, leave me alone. I already broke my 1-year streak, I'm done. You have an in-flight shop.
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment. But it was open the whole flight until Mr. Hicks' body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
Duh!
Money strewn all over the floor of the elevator because, yeah, we've established these things. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point. I mean, why else would he have a wallet? Shoes. There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that Mr. Hicks entered this elevator after the turbulence.
Okay. Oh, there's some sort of tracks.
There's some spilled grape juice on the front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt. It's a carpet.
The glass.
Oh.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence.
That's still you.
What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? Golly gee, I wonder!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints.
Do you so you think...
This is such Scooby-Doo shit. Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, so maybe we should check the shoe size of everyone in first class?
Literally Cinderella shit. Alright. I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see. Okay.
These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing. They tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
I would if they could talk to me. Maybe they knew what happened. Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looks like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing.
Alright.
You can check the statue.
Well, big thing is... There's a...
He's missing the thing from his lanyard.
How do you... So this one... No, it's not that one. Oh, okay. I remember how we do this.
You remember?
I remember. On there, deduce, and then show the picture.
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Mr. Nero.
Oh, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
Missing cell phone, data, whatever.
It sounded like I was starting to sing Darude Sandstorm. Deduce.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1. Where was the killer? Spilled grape juice.
Blunt force trauma.
Broken glass, blunt force trauma.
True. There wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story.
Then... blunt force trauma and Hugo. Go with the obvious ones.
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who's been beaten to death. Who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
That was the point. Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that it's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Your eye twitching is disconcerting. Perhaps Master of the... Oh, Oblivious, I said obvious. Of the Oblivious would be more befitting. Oh no, I did say it right. He's correcting it. Fair enough.
Yeah, because you went...
Master of the Obvious.
obvious
Yes.
to oblivious.
Fair enough.
Captain Hugo Piggy Pank.
Pank?
Pank?
Biggie Pank.
Piggy bank data jotted down in my organizer. I'm used to a court record. And then pigs with the spilled grape juice, cause footprints.
What?
I was checking where the dog was.
He is in the void.
Oh, my bed? Yeah.
I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was down here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me that... confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Higgs himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. My brain.
Your brain. Sorry. Grapefruit footprints. Added to court record. I'm just gonna say court record, fuck it. Alright.
I feel like I'm reading too quickly, but I know I'm reading slowly. It's very strange.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Oh my god, this bitch.
Wing ding!
Unforgivable. This is unforgivable.
Oh my god, she's got a little police, like... What is that?
I think that's the mascot, but with like a flight captain's hat.
I love that. I want him.
Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late.
It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late. But the movie... What? I will not talk to you anymore. You're just wasting my time. Her is very easy. She's just a very sleepy person. I remember that from her. What's the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there's no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do. I do not sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you're innocent yet?
Why must you make your frustration's everyone else's problem. If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now. What's wrong?
Moncton?
Hmm?
My mom. I can't tell if that's Moncton or if that's maybe Miramichi. They're just showing me a picture. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, she got a new kicks. Okay. Ah, nice. Ah, she. Okay, I was right. She is a mini machine.
New car.
Yep, it's same model, but like more. It's a more updated one. Yeah, that's really nice, actually. The fucking dashboard. Alright. Ready with this?
What? Nonsense. Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Yes, your face is mistaken. Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Suit yourself.
That is how I'm addressing people from now on.
You're like,
You.
1,000 years of pain. What I saw.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator. It was when the needle on my pocket watch pointed to 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal.
Mr. LeBlanc conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony, if you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see.
Then come at me, bro.
Hurry! Do I look like a man who is having time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one being accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc. I'm just going to say LeBlanc. It's pissing me off. Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast.
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Like, LeBlanc would make sense. He has blonde hair. It's like, haha, pun. But like,
LeBlanc.
freaking Jesus.
I know the the restaurant was not very good, but it wasn't this bad. Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course, I saw what's inside.
And are you sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes! The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man.
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man. Present.
The footprints.
Objection!
Mr. LeBlanc,
What is it?
there is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and? Will you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is that a set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
I almost said Grapefoot Juice Prince. It's Mr. Grapefoot. Yes, the ones that lead from within the elevator out to the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive.
Oof.
He looks like he dropped something. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Why did I sound so exhausted? There must have been someone else with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
How about in English?
You say you speak English, and then you get upset when we didn't think you could because you throw that.
Can you please translate for us?
God damn.
No way. That's totally impossible, I guess is what he said.
No way, that is totally impossible. I know there's no other person in there. I saw it with my own eyes.
I know we're high up, but she seems to be on a different level.
Oh yeah, she's high as a fucking kite.
I do want that teddy though, it's very cute.
I can barely see it, actually. Let me see if lowering the transparency.
The what?
Transparency.
Transparency?
Yes. Shut up.
Oh, this is difficult, but we can do it.
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
What I saw, part 2.
Part 2.
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I happened to follow the man with my eye when he passed me, and I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one! Uh-huh. Mr. LeBlanc, can you please calm down? What? How? What? Dare you to have issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget what I said. That I said anything?
It's not with your testimony, it's that you're a fucking knobhead. Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. You lack tact, is what she's saying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth.
Very upset Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. Why is that so?
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable? Unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time, in money. You understand the point.
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting.
The movie's supposed to start at 6.
Okay.
All time shown corresponds to our departure time. They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, and Maim and Murder.
Ironic.
Jesus. I cannot see that movie in my country. You can only see it on the international flights. I looked forward greatly to that movie. I checked my pocket watch whenever possible so I could not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board, so the time's wrong. So my watch is not wrong. It matches the schedule.
But the movie's still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Actually, it should be on right now, actually, because it's 7.
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright.
The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times. My watch is set to the destination time, always set it when I board the plane.
Sounds like you need NordVPN! We're not sponsored by anything.
Nope, we're not. Also, he fucked up. All times shown correspond to our departure, not destination.
Objection!
You dumb.
You dumb. Time zones, my friend. Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I come on board.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it will mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe this Sky magazine, clocks on it. I was like, how does that connect? Clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Nairo, man, that fucks with me. For confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of
Zhangfa.
Zhangfa. Okay.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we're still running on Borginian time.
What?
The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Whoa. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks.
So it's 3 hours faster, so he saw it way earlier.
It also changes everything about your testimony. Brain. And you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
Why 1 million cents?
Ma'am, you need to go to sleep.
She does. She needs to take the biggest fucking nap.
This should clear up all the remaining accusations. Stretch. Do one or the other. I type with both hands or... yeah.
So basically, whitens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time, and what was he doing? I said, what was he holding?
I've got something to say.
And you are?
Oh, yeah, I'm Cammy Lee. Cammy Neely. I'm a flight attendant.
This music.
I know.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story's a little different from how I remember it.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
I feel like I'm just looking at myself when I wake up.
Yeah.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked on the transfer point.
A message from Captain Ugo. Ah, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Shangfa, correct?
This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhangfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Yes, it was from the 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight?
No. Not a single person got off or on in Zhangfa.
What about the flight crew? Face.
She's derpy as shit.
Love it.
And the few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off, but eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff.
It's still an hour and 15 minutes.
Interesting. I should keep that in mind.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Ackby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Mr. Ackby Hicks was there when he took off.
Alright, then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15.
Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhangfa. I need to freaking get a hold of my brain. Well, shit, I've incriminated myself. Ah!
Oh no.
You were there the whole time from 5, yes?
I changed his accent randomly.
Then you're the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in the lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onward?
I still haven't mentioned that I was knocked out! Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do you explain the footprints?
Is it not obvious? This man waited for Mr. Higgs here in this lounge, waited to kill him, and then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My witness testimony has not been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Higgs enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Oh dear. Everything happened in this lounge.
I don't think so.
Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
What? Do you have another idea?
You're sweating more than I do, and that's concerning. I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge?
I think it's this one.
Take that!
These footprints. In which direction do you think these are headed?
That would be the in-flight shop.
Correct. They are headed in the direction of the shop.
But they look disconnected. They end all of a sudden.
You're right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. It's the little thing.
Yes.
Tanuki boy.
Tanuki!
Can I? He has no tail though.
Sad.
It's a little on the corners. Anyways.
Take that!
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not How then did it find its way? It is not displayed here in the lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from the shop before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
Hold it. If I may.
What is it?
Why are you yelling at the flight attendants?
You see, well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why would you know this so well?
Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Come to think of it. Mr. Nero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what's beyond that door?
And that's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seem really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
Is she not supposed to?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say? You're not the fucking cops!
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about this until now? Is what I want to know.
It's none of your business.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're alright.
Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you any permission to do anything like that at all.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Nero?
I mean, she's lying. Come on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are.
Making a nest?
Yes.
You! Flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Pull the sheep over us!
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Right. Mr. Nero, why would you do such a thing? Why would you do this?
Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now.
Sure.
Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Mr. Nero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. I can't speak.
Boop. In-flight shop. Huh?
The suitcases, they're a lot.
Yeah.
So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I have to clean that up when...
Don't you fucking dare.
Hold on. You can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things.
I
I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. You say as you scream at her.
Don't you dare.
Because this piggy bank was left at the scene... Not scene of the crime. The crime scene! Why must my brain alter these sentences? There is a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Begin investigation.
The gaudy fucking suitcases.
What are these?
Oh! Those are our company's completely original line of suitcases.
Makes me think you've ripped it off.
They practically flying out the door, that's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Then why are they half off? Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, when you try, then buy. My god.
No way! But either way, it doesn't really matter.
I can't stop yawning, and it's messing up my ability to... It's breaking up the fluidity for me. True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane?
Right.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Captain Ugo head printed on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
It looks like a ferret.
It looks like an alien.
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Well, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad you done though. About that son though, never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
I was just about to say, I didn't make you. You chose to. But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
I guess it's pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Mr. Nairo designed this.
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Okay. Looks like something out of MS Paint.
Yeah.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so blah.
Mr. Nairo designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Right.
You okay?
I'm fine. Please watch your step, Miss Mealy. Mealy?
Really? Yeah.
Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation.
Here, I'll put it back.
Why don't they both have things under them?
Yep. I guess.
There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sales in these display cases. Places.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I've no intention... Excuse me. Your objection
Sir.
can wait. Thank you. Sorry, but I've no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay. How about you buy something for me then? As a present.
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
But I've had my eyes on that pendant for such a long time.
This bitch is making me tired.
Make me tired.
I need to work out. I can't be sleepy. Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk. The glass from this display case is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat?
Okay.
The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. Hello. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. My back! Ow. Does this mean the killer broke the glass to get at it?
Eh? Really?
Stop making me tired! Fuck! Don't tell me you don't know what things go... What? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. Fuck.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhodas is in charge of this place. So, come on, how should I know anything?
Fuck you.
I'm sorry for making her a yawny bitch.
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. Eyes are watering. I won't rest until I've inspected... Oh, we've already said this.
He always says this, I think.
Yeah. The glass on the door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke in order to take the piggy bank? But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus the glass broke.
Rather cleanly.
Okay. What is it?
I touched the glass and cut my finger.
Why did you touch it?
It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts!
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. Why did you touch it? Go clean your finger. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Why, yes. This one.
Eureka!
I'm not used to the Eureka either. There's definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the... energy is just... She's zapping every bit of energy I have.
Yeah.
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it would be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at the time too.
Eh? That's nice.
Go sleep. Ow. Which leads me to believe my back is fucked. That the killer took the Captain Ugo bank from here after the turbulence. After the turbulence. I need to enunciate!
scared.
La la la. Oh. Well. Take your power naps. Why is the bubble glitching?
I remember doing that in the original.
Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Mealy. And listen when I'm talking.
What? What?
She looks like she needs a nap, regardless. But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Apparently. Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility.
But what if when the killer went to take Captain Hugo, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
It would be Rhoda Tenero, but that sounds so weird with his accent!
I know.
Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh? Douche.
And hits.
Yes, there is definitely something wrong here.
Oh, what's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Mealy, do you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Well, sure. They totally ooze strange. Like the color and the such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Ah! You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Is Edgeworth one to talk here, really? Again, that's not what I meant, Miss Mealy. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? My leg is killing me. We've been sitting for too long. Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Freaking patella tendon is driving me insane.
Oh no.
Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What's so unusual about this suitcase?
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in...
One of these things is not like the other. As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And?
And so it is very likely that the suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Oh, those are... what are they called? Slow lorises.
Okay, that was so fucking, like, smudgy that I thought they were aliens.
I believe that's what they're called. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside.
Oh. That's an interesting cloth.
A piece of cloth.
That's still you.
And it's soaked with blood.
Ah!
Yes,
It's blood?
these. Slow lorises.
Oh, so it's the mascot is a slow loris.
It would appear to be. I know that image is of a slow loris.
Which would actually make sense because the longs are, like, really long.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's a slow Loris. I thought it was a Tanuki, but I guess not.
I thought it was as well. But yeah, these became very popular online.
Yeah.
Oh. People thought they were tickling them when they were actually stressing them out and causing them to, what was it? Essentially, they have venomous glands on their skin. So they would scratch and tickle them. But in a defense, they would raise their arms up looking like they were being tickled when they were really trying to defend themselves.
Jesus.
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all.
Yay!
So explain this to me. Why does the suitcase have anything to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner.
Blood?
The blood on the, the cloth that matches the man upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the grape juice. Such as to move something, perhaps.
But aren't you just asking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is...
The body?
Take that!
something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Go use suitcase,
I
jot
don't
it down.
even know if I read the last sentence correctly.
I think so. I don't know.
I'll watch it back later.
Yeah.
But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after the body moved into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that, I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate if you'd wrap it up and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together.
Good God.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Mealy reminded me about Miss Tenero. You good? I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
To be continued, and it will be actually to be continued. Saved progress. Does this game have autosave? Oh, I didn't even fucking realize.
Are we continuing or go to the gym?
Well, we're gonna food. I'm gonna food.
We're going to food.
I need to eat something before we go, and then we'll go after.
Cool.
Yeah. So that will be it for tonight. So thank you everyone who has been watching the stream. If you enjoyed it and you have not done so already, you can always follow me on Twitch, so you know the next time I pop online. I do have a YouTube channel for which the previous VODs I've done in the past, including the first episode of this, or this first part.
It was a mess.
There is a link down below for the YouTube channel for which to see any of that. And for the people on YouTube who will see this later on, if you want to see the videos live, you can always pop on over to the Twitch channel. Link is in the description of every one of my videos. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know the next time a new video pops up. Also, if you wish to support him in his art, for he is the artist that does my banner and such, there is a link down below on both YouTube and Twitch to his Patreon if you wish to support him in the arts.
It is temporarily paused because I have to backlog art.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted.
Yeah. But the art that he has there is still available to everyone who wishes to see it. Besides that, thank you everyone for watching tonight. See you next time. Bye guys! Bye! Good night.